Welcome to Subramani. This is going to be a slightly controversial video, and whenever I do something on Adani, and I don't blame them saying, oh, these people are the dregs of society, they've killed everybody and so many people have lost money, etc., etc. I'm called a Modi Bhakt. That's fine, I'll live with that. But let's look at what happened with Adani. Adani Group, this is taking again from what Ashwath Damodaran said, but it did not require too much of an Hindenburg report or an Ashwath Damodaran to know that the Adani Group had two terrible characteristics because of which short selling became easy. One, the PE was very high. Second, it was very leveraged. So everybody knows that to leverage in India and any part of the world, you need a lot of security, and security in such cases would obviously be the shareholding held by the family. So you knew that the PE was unconscionably high. You don't have a PE of 600 and 500 for a company which is into infrastructure. Do you fund infrastructure with a lot of loans? Yes, of course you fund it, but then do you try to hold such a big company in your house by holding 76% or 78% or 100%? The act is not going to happen. So what you need to do is to have very good quality financial public relations who go around the world selling your shares in big chunks to big shareholders. Look at what HDFC Group has done. Could Mr. Deepak Parekh, assuming for a minute that he was owner, could he have held such a huge group to himself by holding all the shares? Impossible. Such growth wouldn't have happened because you need a lot of leverage in the money business, right? So you cannot grow HDFC Limited without borrowing. You could not have grown HDFC Bank without borrowing. So you will have borrowing and you will have debt, and you have to make sure there is enough debt and there is enough equity. What happens when there is too much debt? Exactly what happened to Adani. Somebody who is wanting to go short looks at it as a good opportunity to go short because he knows that company will run helter-skelter, try to cover, take the price up, take the price low, whatever. So Hindenburg, has he made money? The answer is yes, substantial amount of money. Does he have some Indian agents who have made money? Of course, yes. You couldn't go short just by selling options abroad. You had to go short in India. Somebody has gone short. SEBI will tell us who was that. I wish it was me. It's not me. I didn't have that kind of money. So somebody rich who had the shares or somebody could organize the shares has gone short, has made money. There is no doubt about that. What could they have done differently? Well, lots of things. Let us look at some of those options. First of all, they should have had a wider range of shareholders, a bigger base of. If Adanis had gone around the country over the last, say, 10 years, I'm not just saying that is from 2014, even earlier, if they had gone and widened their shareholder base, they would have had many loyal shareholders who would have said, this share is worth buying, they are paying dividends, so it is good. Or to say, go to a lot of big rich people, ask them to buy shares and say, I will not declare dividend for 10 years. Right, but after 10 years I will give you a regular dividend. That is exactly how infrastructure companies are funded. So the funding way, the way it was funded was wrong. Second, what they could have done better was to come to the public for a lot of money, come with bonds, place them with a lot of mutual funds. That way you would have increased the base of your shareholders and base of your lenders. Both you would have increased. Because you had a base of shareholders, they would be buying and selling, so the PE would never have gone to 600 or 500 and attract attention. That is another terrible thing. Then you were anyway in infrastructure projects which had low margins and extremely long gestation periods. I am nothing against infrastructure projects, but given Indian conditions where you've seen a lot of people get ruined by entering infrastructure, right? Why would you enter infrastructure project? No promoter in his right mind should enter. And if you think I'm wrong, look at what happened to Cyrus Mistry or Subhash Chandra of Z. They were making good money in their existing business. They entered infrastructure and they completely ruined it, right? So Shapurji Palunji, one of the richest Indian companies, had to really eat their words because their checks were not now the same AAA which was there in people's mind, right? So a company like, say, Tata Sons, you don't think their checks will bounce, but Shapurji Palunji came so close to default, right, in some of their bonds. So that happens when you enter infrastructure. So Adani has the guts to enter infrastructure, which is a fantastic thing, but you cannot invest in infrastructure for such a long period of time with such low margins, with all your own money, and try to control those companies. It is impossible to do this combination, and therefore he became a sitting duck. Became very attractive for somebody like Hindenburg to do research. Hindenburg did not pick up an SBI or HDFC Bank or something to go short, right? He picked up this company. Many things in his report may be true, may not be true. I'm not even getting into it. But here you were a nice sitting duck. There is one more company in India, which is in Bombay, which is again shows similar characteristics, but it is not easy to go short on that because of certain other characteristics. Right, so be careful. Thank you.